Hello mathletes, it's Mr. Grover here. Just going to go through a question involving perimeter and a little bit of circumference as well. So this is a problem solving question that's pretty typical of a question you might get in like maybe a year 9, year 8 possibly, maybe even, but also in like an 11 general or a 12 essential. This sort of question might be considered like a C grade question. So we're going to go through it here and we're going to talk about a few sort of different strategies that that you can use to break down what this question's actually asking us for and the little steps along the way to ensure we don't make any mistakes. All right. So we're given a diagram. It's a netball court. It's not drawn to scale. It's probably not my best artistic work, but considering my artistic talent, it's certainly not the worst. So we're told that it has the following dimensions. So I've just guessed these. I think it's about 15 meters by 30 meters, and then a 5 meter diameter of the shooting circle. What we're asked to find is the amount of paint needed to do 3 coats of the above lines of the court. All right. Now, I should have written in that question in meters. All right. Here we go. So really, and a few of you are probably looking at it and sort of understand straight away, other people might be a little bit confused about what that question's actually asking. So what we want to do is find the distance for all of the lines in this court here, right? So how are we going to do that? I'd start with the straight lines first. Okay, so simple perimeter here for a rectangle on the outside of the court. We're going to do 15 meters plus 15 meters on this side here, which gives us 30. So we've got 15 plus 15 plus 30 plus 30 here. All right, so we'll call that O for outside. I'll just write it. All right, now we need to also factor in the third lines. So that's going to be, let's call this the thirds. All right, so that's going to be 15 plus 15. All right, 15 plus 15 is 30. Plus 30 is 60, plus 30 is 90 meters. 15 plus 15 is 30 meters. All right, so we've got 120 so far, but we need to figure out these 2 semicircles here. Now, this is where it gets a little bit, there's a few different ways to get to the same answer. For me, I think it's easier to say, right, well, this is a half circle, even though maybe it doesn't quite look like it, and this is a half circle. Together, we know on an actual netball court, together they're going to make a full circle. So what we can actually do is say, all right, well, this is a 5 meter diameter. So I can just say, let's say circles, pi times pi diameter is going to give me my circumference of 1 full circle. All right. So we're just going to do that really quickly. We're going to do, where's pi on this little bad boy? Hang on, we'll just swap to this. No, it's not gonna be there. All right, that's a bit annoying. That's okay. What we'll do is just do, now this won't be accurate, make sure you do use the pi symbol on your actual calculator, but we're just going to do 3.14, which is the approximation for pi, times pi 5, which is the diameter. Whoops, why didn't that work? 3.14 times pi 5 equals 15.7. Okay. Again, please use the pi symbol on your actual calculator, so you'll get a more accurate answer. All right. So 15.7 meters. Okay. The other way to do that, I mentioned there was another way. We can actually find the circumference, all right, the outside of the circle, by just doing pi times by d divided by 2 and then timesing by 2. But because that'll give us the curved of this section here, and then the curved of this section here because we're timesing by 2. But you're really just, you're wasting time doing it that way. It's better to sort of do it as one. Whenever you've got 2 semicircles of the same diameter, you are better just to do pi times by the diameter, or 2 pi r, if that's what you've got, and get the answer that way. All right, it's going to save you time in a test, which is definitely important as we get into further study in our senior years of maths. So 90 plus 30 is 120, plus 15.7 is going to be 135.7 meters. All right. So we've got 135.7 meters. Now, we know that we want to find the amount of paint needed to do 3 coats of the above line of the court in meters. All right. Now, down here, we're then told that the cost of the paint is $15 per litre, and that 1 litre covers 5 meters. Okay, so what we're going to do here, whoopsie daisy, there we go. Sorry, I've just chopped off the bottom of the question. So we're going to do 135.7. Now, we are going to times it by 3 because we need 3 coats. All right. That's what it tells us in the question. So we're going to do 135, whoopsie daisy, 135.7 times by 3 equals 407.1. All right. Now from there, we are then told that 1 litre covers 5 meters. All right, and remember our costing here, and this comes back to the stuff we've done in rates with my year 11s, very, very similar. So the cost is $15 per litre. 1 litre covers 5 meters. So what we can do, considering this is the total amount of meters that we're going to do coats for, all right, we need 3 coats, remember, that's why we've times by 3. We can then take 407.1 and divide it by 5, okay, to get the amount of meters that those litres are going to cover, all right? So if we just do divided by 5, all right, we get 81.42, all right? So that's how many litres of paint we're going to need to cover those lines 3 times. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky, and you sort of need to pay attention to what the question's actually asking you here. Most of the time, well, I mean, you've all been to hardware stores before, I'm sure. You've probably never seen a 0.42 litre can of paint, all right? So what we're going to do with that figure, just like we would in real life, we're actually going to round that up to say, well, we actually need 82 litres. That means we're going to have 0.58 of a litre still left over, but we are going to have enough paint, because if we only bought 81 litres, we wouldn't have enough, okay? So we're going to do, we need 82 litres, remembering to cover the distance of the lines we need, and we're going to times by 15, all right? And this is going to give us our cost, so 82 times by 15. All right, that's going to give us $1,230. Okay, so a lot of work. Obviously, I've spoken through that and gone relatively slowly, but there's some key things that we need to identify here. The first one is identifying, and the one that people will sort of slip up on, is remembering that the question asks us for all lines of the court, so these inner thirds need to be done. And secondly, identifying that the circles A need to be done, and the quickest way to do that is just by combining those 2 semicircles to form 1 circle, all right? Obviously, we don't need to draw that. Like when I say combine, I mean we can combine them in our head to form one full circle. 2 half circles make a full circle, and it just makes our calculations a little bit quicker and easier, a little bit less messy, so there's less things that can go wrong. Once we've got our total meterage, we know that we need 3 coats, so we need to times that number by 3. And then after that, we are told that 5 meters, 1 litre covers 5 meters. We divide it by 5 to figure out how many litres we're going to need. We round up because we can't buy 0.42 of a can of paint, and then finally multiply by our cost per litre to get our total cost to paint those lines. Okay, it is a long question, but it incorporates a lot of the skills that we're going to use and a lot of the thinking that you're going to need in a test or exam situation, especially in general maths at stage 1 level. All right. Thanks very much, guys. As always, any questions, come and find me or flick me an email. Thank you. Bye.